Welcome
back
to the TAE Time
podcast. We out here, we good, everything's good, everyone's good. No, we're calm. Hope everything's been going well for you guys. Hope everyone's been good. Everyone's been taking care of themselves. Summer is starting to wind down, so make sure you have a nice little blowout. Carnival in the UK. Not Carnival's around the corner, so I'm sure some of you guys are gonna enjoy that. We in Ireland have our own little Rose of Chile.
I actually can't wait.
We're gonna be around that time, we've said.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little sneak peek for you.
I feel like it's been a little bit of time since we sat down and recorded a proper episode. Because the one with Lakin was in the living room,
that was chill.
Last minute.
The one before that was also chill last minute as well.
The last one was a throwback.
Yeah, so actually it's been a little hot minute since we've done this. We've actually just been busy,
Not here.
honestly. Yeah, we haven't been here. We've been busy. It's been really hard to keep the time in. We obviously wanted to make sure you guys always had content, but obviously maybe we haven't been able to put in our full time and focus. Even now we're kind of giving you a Reddit episode, but we like Reddit episodes, so this isn't like a.
I know the last one was a Reddit episode, right?
No, it was
the throwback.
It was a. But that was like a thing. This is, you're actually seeing us. We'll be able to get clips out of this as well. I know, guys. I know I have been messing up. I'm lacking
when
the
it was
clip
time
section.
for you to take responsibility.
No, but for any of you who know my personal life, there's a lot going on right now. It's kind of hard to keep up with
Obviously.
that, with everything else that's going on. So we're out here and we're doing our best. But you know what? Here we are. We're going to read some Reddit stories for you guys. We're going to get our reactions. Going to get some clips out of it as well after I go gym. So after this, I'm going to go. It takes time to render anyway. So
there you go.
And I'm going to go gym. I'm going to come back from the gym and then I'll get it ready. So you guys will be having some saucy stories. And the things, I'm posting some already Reddit stories already. It'll last up until Saturday, which is perfect because then these will come out on Monday when the story's already been out since Saturday. Look at this. It's just working out perfectly.
Yes. And there's a new challenge that we're part of. So we're really trying to stay consistent here.
Yeah, exactly.
For the next while. Anyway, we've been to a couple of weddings this summer, so what better way to start than with the wedding story?
Oh my god, everyone's wasn't the last one a wedding thing? Oh my god.
It's wedding season, guys.
Guys, it's wedding season. Come on.
It's wedding season.
It is.
Okay. I'm doing everyday makeup for my wedding, but why am I getting odd reactions from friends and family? From the day I began wedding planning with my fiance, I was firm on two things. I'd be doing my own makeup, aka my everyday no makeup look, and I'd wear traditional wedding dress from my culture, which is not white. I've spoken to a handful of friends and family members who've asked how wedding planning is going and are very surprised I won't have a makeup artist, the "oh, okay" sort of surprised look. I explained that I want to look like myself on my wedding day, no eyeshadow, no false lashes, etc. Though I won't be changing my mind and trying to find a MUA at the last minute, it definitely makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong or something that I'll regret. Any other brides here who are doing this everyday makeup look for their wedding day?
You should be answering this question for us there. Raul, come on.
I am very adamant on doing my own hair and makeup on my wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's nothing worse than looking back on such a special day and not looking like yourself.
Ooh.
Although
talk.
Yeah, although in saying that, I know a lot of people love to get it done because it's a special occasion and it's a special you can look different. And I get that you want to look different or whatever, look your best, but I already look my best. I look.
You heard that. You heard her.
I got this comment recently. Okay, I'm very attached to my hair, and I feel like my hair is a really big part of me since I've embraced my curly hair. Obviously, if you know, here I've been chatting about my hair, but I was somewhere and I was saying how I specifically wanted to wear my natural hair, even though it was an event in which people love to get ready for.
Yeah.
You know, and this person said, "Yeah, but would you not get it done? It's because it's an event." And I'm like, no, but my natural hair is me getting it done. Like, you know, me washing it, styling it on the day, putting products. That is me doing it. And it probably takes me longer to do my hair than it took you to do your hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I just find it like, I don't know, a little like weird when people make remarks like that. Because I get it. Like, you want to look your best, so you look your best, but I'm here because I feel my best looking the way I do.
Exactly.
Right? And the same thing with makeup. I feel like I like doing it myself. I like to, you know, experiment with it myself.
Also, I think you better than most, you already, maybe that's a little bit maybe wrong of me to think of this due to the fact that I don't really know much about makeup, but I feel like you better than most already know how you look like on the camera. Like, we sit here every week with a bright light in our face, you know, like, and you do your makeup for that. So if you're happy with the way you look like that, how would it look any different like on a like wedding thing? Because like, for example, the most that is like natural light all the time anyways, what they use, which is even better than this massive bright light. So like, why would you not look good? Like, I never understood the concept, and that's always something I was, and we can delve into it now. It's like, I never understood the concept of wedding makeup, because it's like, if it's natural light, then why do you need specific like heavy amount of makeup to like counteract that? It doesn't really make sense to me.
I think I was trying to understand where they're coming from for the longest time, because like, but look at on camera, my bumfuck husband next to me who has nothing on his face is gonna look amazing on camera. You're telling me I need a boatload of makeup? No, I don't.
Yeah,
you know
I think
mean?
It's like marketing.
I think so.
It's honestly marketing just to make more money.
I think so
like
too.
Because it never made sense to me, and I thought it was pretty cool when Nicoletta came in and said, "Yeah, I want to do my makeup and do my hair." My pockets also smiled like ear to ear, you know.
I would have paid for it. It's honestly, it's not the money, and I feel like it's an easy way to cost money anyway. Cut
costs. Yeah. English.
But like, I think, you know your face best. Like, I know what I like on myself.
Like, you've been doing your makeup for God knows like how many years.
Personally, I don't like heavy cakey makeup looks. I don't like a lot of glitter around the eyes.
Yeah.
I just feel like, let me not say anything.
Oh,
I feel like
that long pause says everything.
I feel like it doesn't suit my face. Okay? I have very like sharp features. Like, I think minimal makeup like looks good. So on my wedding day, the thing is, I have so much time to experiment and try out different looks at home, and I think that's fun. Like, I think like what a fun experience with myself to try different looks and practice them several times, not just like one time with a makeup artist kind of thing.
Yeah. Would you not just go looking like this? No, I think
this is a great look.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's a great look.
Like,
but I think I'm gonna do like tweak it around, do different things, and obviously, I think I'll go like with more setting spray on the day, because it's gonna be on for a very long time and stuff like that. So it's just small different things, and I like the idea of everyday makeup. That is what you like. That's what you like. What looks on you. Do that. Don't let anybody tell you different.
You know, like when you're going out there to catch them on like a night out or in a club or like on an event to attract, you know, opposite or whoever, like whoever you're trying to court, would you not wear the same makeup for your wedding day? Like, is your husband not, your person not special enough? Like, why are you not wearing the same makeup that you used to court people to also be on your, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it's overhyped, and it doesn't really make sense to me. Like the whole wedding makeup thing, and just to be honest, event makeup thing. Like people paying for makeup. Like I understand maybe if you don't know how to do makeup,
that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Like if you know, like I'm really basic. Like I don't even know anything about makeup. That makes sense. But if you know how to do your makeup and you like the way you do your makeup, why are you paying someone else to do makeup for you? And it's rolling a dice. You might not like it.
Yeah, well, you know? Usually you get a trial run.
Yeah, I know,
but still, I think if you want to, like, obviously if you want to get it done, like, I'm not saying don't get it done. I'm just saying don't come for people who don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, that's our first story. Second story is a little bit juicier. I'm thinking about breaking up with my partner 4 weeks before our wedding. My fiance and I are together almost 2 years and are supposed to be getting married in a month. I find out recently everything is getting worse between us, starting with the engagement. He bought the ring in January and told me about it then, and in March I was getting anxious and I asked why he's sitting on a ring, and he said he has no time to prepare something for our engagement. That was BS because he wasn't working in January and February and had all day to prepare something. I made a mistake and told him he can just take me somewhere like a forest and propose. He did that the next day in some random place, saying, "I'll be a good husband to you, will you marry me?" It sounded strange. The lack of excitement is constant to this day when I feel the whole marriage idea is one-sided. He said I started preparation early and he will do things later, but honestly he never did, and all that preparation is on me. On our honeymoon, he said, "Let's drive across Europe and we'll see." And I wanted to at least book somewhere to sleep because driving for 3 weeks without a plan seems like a lazy idea. I prepared a plan with loads of hotels and what to see in which country. It took me around 5 days to find all of this. I asked him 3 times to look at the plan and check if everything makes sense to him, and he never did. I found a photographer, talked to him about the details, and asked fiancé to just read the agreement we were about to sign, and he didn't. There's no effort really. I don't know what to do. I'm just tired and crying. He blames my anxious character for wanting to plan ahead, but the wedding is in 4 weeks. It's not really ahead. Should I cancel the wedding? Is it bad for the future?
Yes. No, this guy, it sounds like it's a complete contrast of characters. I think it's one of those things where she seems very like motivated, willing to do things, and he's just like overly relaxed. And once again, that's not a terrible thing. Like maybe it's, like nonchalant. And like some people just are very nonchalant, but like for something as big as a wedding, guy, you cannot be nonchalant for that. Like. I don't think you can anyway. Maybe 2 nonchalant people can have a very nonchalant wedding, but I don't think it's a nonchalant wedding, like whatever. Either way, I just seems like such a mismatch of characters. Like I'm not saying that, like I'm not gonna go start jumping the gun that I know people are gonna be like, oh my God, like he just doesn't love her, like, or whatever. I just think he's just like so. What do you call those people? Like lazy? Not even lazy. Maybe I don't want to go as bad as say it's lazy because it sounds rude, but he's just so like, like just everything's like last minute, like nonchalant. I'll use the word nonchalant. He's very just relaxed, and I don't think that suits her and the dynamic she wants from him. Like especially when she's already done all the work, all he has to do is literally review the thing and be like sign off on it, be like thumbs up. Not able to do that. That's way too much for me. I personally would go insane.
I agree. I think you're a pretty nonchalant guy.
Yeah.
But you're very thorough with a lot of things. Like, okay, we're doing this. Like, let's do it right. Versus like, let's just go how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, I think there are times and places where you can be like that. But like, come on. It's a big day. It's a lot of money. It's like important stuff. I think the proposal itself was like I'd be screaming for the hills, like, no, girl, say no, or just say no, because what do you mean, just bring me to a forest? And he's like, okay, I'll be a good husband, will you marry me?
But like deep in his head, he was like, oh, this is what she says she wants, so obviously she wants it.
But 0 effort.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's just taking it very literally. Like she's like, oh, she wants to get married in the forest. Yo, let me take her for a nice walk in the forest and propose. Like you can see it from that perspective,
but
right?
To be like, I'm gonna be a good husband, will you marry me? That's it.
Once again, he seems like a very relaxed dude.
I don't have time for this. I have patience for this. I don't have nothing for this. Like, this is such a no for me.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a no for her, and I think she should cancel before it's too late.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, it seems like obviously he needs someone in his wavelength and she needs someone in her wavelength. I don't think either of them are bad people in this scenario. I just think they need people in their wavelengths.
Yeah. I think everyone will get fed up with this guy. On to the next story. It's more of a fun marriage story. Not fun, actually.
All these marriages, God.
I know. My wife got mad at me for pulling her into the hot tub as a joke. I don't know what to do. Yesterday evening, I was taking a bath and my wife was doing her makeup. At one point, I suddenly pulled her into the tub with me. It was a bit of a playful move, but it didn't go well overall. She started crying hysterically and I tried to comfort her and apologize, but she wouldn't listen. She left the room and went to sleep in the guest bedroom. Now I'm feeling terrible and unsure of what to do next. I don't want to just let things stay the way they are, but I also don't want to keep I don't want to make things worse by doing or saying the wrong thing. How should I handle the situation? I want to make things right with my wife and show her that I care about her and her feelings. Any advice would be greatly appreciated.
I completely understand the like boyfulness of like trying to like, oh yeah, a little fun, but women in makeup,
don't you ever?
That's the one time you don't want to play no games. That's the one time you don't want to play no games. Like even if you make them like do a little, the tensions are high. Like you should know this by now. Like you're married. Like you should know like that time is high tension time, because if they are unhappy, one, they're already tense, they're already unhappy, and they just keep making mistakes. So like it's one thing for them to be upset at themselves and what's going on, but it's another thing to have all that anger and tension directed to one person. Like, you know, they can now like unload the whole freaking magazine on you. They can blame you for all of it.
You ruined everything.
Oh, I feel bad for him. I think you just have to honestly just own up and apologize. Like, I'm sorry. I like was just trying to have fun. I didn't realize you were into this like that, and it was stupid of me. I should have thought better, and I was really stupid. Right. I think that's the best way.
That sounds like a very heartfelt like apology.
Yeah.
You know, like it's you to blame. Take the blame. Own up to it.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my God. I think like one time you moved the table while I was doing my wing liner and I was ready to kill you.
Yeah.
You like retracted to the living room.
Women, guys. Women.
No, I think it's completely fair. I think if you were doing your trim like and you were like in the middle of like cutting it, and I'm like
that is not comparable.
No,
if I've messed up a trim,
it'll grow back.
No. There's a difference. There's a difference here.
It'll grow back.
I mess up a trim, it's either I look like a dummy with a massive hole, or I have to cut it all off.
It'll grow back.
You make a mess with your thing, clean it.
I have to redo my whole makeup.
Okay. My hair has to grow back over a long period of time.
That's the equivalent. Because
it is not the equivalent.
Yeah, it is because you don't do your makeup.
The equivalent. Let's see. Let's try to find some equivalent, because that's not an equivalent.
I think it is.
It is not an equivalent. That's the equivalent of being like, oh, I accidentally spilled on your table, like, and then you had to clean up your table. Oh, you had to clean the whole table, and then you smashed my table with a hammer and made a dent in my table. And I'm like, and you're like, it's the same thing. Like, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, it isn't, but like, you wouldn't care about anything else.
No, like, there's obviously like maybe like. There's definitely other equivalents. There are other equivalents. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Like, you know, but there's other equivalents, you know.
Anyway, don't do that. Especially like if I've like washed my hair and you're re-wetting it. Well, what is wrong with you?
Once again, you can get over it. You're just upset.
To the next story.
The silence is loud.
Okay. My spouse sleeps in super late with 2 kids at home, and we disagree if it's appropriate. I work more than full time, especially during summer and fall. My wife is a stay-at-home mom who regularly sleeps in, while our kids, 5 and 7, are awake by themselves in our 2-bedroom apartment. She has a habit of staying up super late, be it playing video games, hanging out with her sister, cleaning, etc. She then sleeps in until anywhere from 11 till 2. Right now, it's nearing 2 p.m. and I haven't heard from her, indicating that she's still sleeping. This is a regular occurrence, and we regularly have disagreements on if it's appropriate. Both kids are fairly well behaved, but I feel like they're being raised by their tablets, switches, and the PlayStation during summer break. They both have done really well in school, so I don't know if I'm just being overly anxious and would appreciate any input.
What do you think? Because I have a question, but what do you think overall?
I don't think it's appropriate. I feel like it's a very late time to be sleeping. It almost sounds like a teenager that has to take care of 2 kids versus like a parent. And I'm also a bit concerned because 5 and 7 is not old enough to, you know, be like making breakfast, lunch, that kind of thing. Taking care of yourself. Like, it is old enough for certain to look out for yourself for a few hours, but not like every morning to fend for yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
While there's someone at home, like.
That's true. So I think, like, obviously, I agree in the sense of I don't think it's appropriate, and I think she should be awake, whatever. But what is he doing? Like,
He's at work.
He's at work, right?
He said he worked more than full time during fall and whatever.
So like he's actually, that's what I wanted to confirm.
Yeah.
So like he's at work. So he's just like, oh, I haven't seen any text from her to be like, so like he's like worried that the kids are like doing God. That makes it okay. Now that clarifies. I can now go in on her.
At first I was the same. I was like, what are you doing? But then it's like he works more than full time.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 seasons or whatever.
Yeah. So, oh my God, she is a terrible mother. I don't give a flip what anyone says. That's a terrible mom. Like, once again, being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job.
Yes.
So it's the equivalent of having a full-time job and not doing your job.
That's true, actually. Sleeping on the job.
Yeah, you're literally sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
Like, you should be taking care of those kids. You're sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
Like, so, and the thing is, it sounds like she does even less of a shift, because obviously by the time he gets home, he's helping her, I would assume, right? So he's helping her, and then she gets a break, even though she's only worked like 3 hours maybe by the time she wakes up, 3-4 hours or something.
Yeah.
And then she just goes off and plays games or talks to her friends or does whatever till late,
the kids are sleeping.
and then goes to sleep. So she's actually doing way less work. So she's a stay-at-home mom that's not really doing her job. So he's doing 2 full-time jobs. He's working and then going home to work again. Crazy.
Yeah, I think it's quite bad.
Very bad.
I can't even try to say
You cannot justify it at all.
nothing.
No, she's not. She's beyond saving here, guys. Honestly, anyone who thinks otherwise, please, I need you to give me a freaking textbook level speech as to why that is okay, because I don't believe any word of it. That is terrible.
I think it's like it's definitely like having a teenager, raising a teenager who's like sleeping in all day. Like, hello, you're a mother. These are
You're a whole mother.
These are your children. Anyway,
A whole mother.
we'll move on to the last story of today. Okay.
All right, we get it. God, oh my God, we get it. She's buying time, guys. Clearly,
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's doing. She's buying time. She's like,
I'm
gonna give you the last story. Oh my, I don't even know where the story is. I don't know what the story is. Oh my God, I messed up. I should put these in order. Oh my God, I'm so done. I'm so done.
I'm gonna read another wedding story because look.
Oh my God,
It's been wedding season. Okay, on to the last story. Am I the asshole for bringing an uninvited guest to a destination wedding? I was invited to a wedding within my state, but far enough to attend that I'd have to sleep over at a hotel for at least 2 nights. I was flattered to be invited, as I didn't think I was that close to the couple, and it was a fairly small wedding. Obviously, as it was very small and I was possibly a second round invitee, I didn't get a +1, and that was fine by me. I ultimately decided to go, but when I went to book the hotel room for my stay, I found they only had large rooms available. So I thought, why not invite my boyfriend? That way we could trade off on the long drive there and back and share the big room I would have to pay for anyways. The idea was that night we arrived, we could get dinner together somewhere new and have a nice breakfast before heading back home. While I was at the wedding event, he could just hang out in the hotel room or by the pool. The wedding went great, but then after it wrapped up, the maid of honor was chatting with me as I walked back to my room, and I knocked on the door instead of digging around for my keys. When my boyfriend opened the door for me, the maid of honor just greeted him and walked off. I didn't think it was a big deal. But a few days later, the maid of honor reached out and said it was awkward and uncomfortable for me to have invited him to the hotel, and it made everyone feel bad and weird that he was there waiting for the wedding to end when they didn't invite him. We were both a bit surprised. No one even knew he was there because it didn't come up at all during the wedding, and it definitely wasn't a secret, and honestly, we wouldn't have thought it was a big deal if people did know. And he had only met the bride and groom like 6 times and 0 issues with not being invited to such an intimate wedding. Also, if it matters, I was far from the only guest who didn't get a +1, and I never asked to be given a +1 for him.
Silly. That maid of honor. I was just, guys, I don't know. That was silly, so stupid. What do you mean? At first, I was taught, can you imagine?
No.
I was like, you brought someone to the wedding? when they weren't invited.
Destination?
Are you insane? No, but man's chilling in the hotel room while the whole wedding is going on,
Twiddling his thumbs.
twiddling his thumbs. Who cares? Who cares?
That's like so many people probably staying in the hotel room and in the hotel. Like, are you feeling comfortable about everyone in the hotel?
Like, no, it's just so silly. Like, they're not even at the wedding. Like, they're not at the
Yeah.
wedding. What do you mean makes you feel? No, it's like, oh, thank you. Actually, I really respect that. Like, okay.
I kind of understand the feeling like a little like I would feel a little guilty that,
No.
oh my God, no, listen. It's like, oh my God, their partner's here and they weren't invited, like whatever. But
No.
that's on me. I wouldn't say it to them.
I wouldn't feel guilty at all. For what? I invited you. I don't care what reason you had to bring another person for them to chill. That's your prerogative. I invited
Hey,
you.
oh my God, how are you?
I invited
the
you.
wedding was great.
Yeah, you know, like, hell, even if I see you, the person next to me, I'm like, oh, hey, and like, and you ask me, oh, how was your wedding? I was like, oh, it was great. It was great. Yeah, because I invited that person, not you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, there's a reason I made the list the way it is. Like, you know, I don't know who you are. Like, I may know you briefly, but I don't want you there, and that's fine. You know, like, it is what it is, and it's fine. Like, it makes sense. Like, especially if you're going like far. Let's say, for example, I was invited to a very far off wedding, and I had to go, but maybe like for some whatever reason, like Nicoletta couldn't stay at home by herself or something like that, or maybe because like I was like, oh, we can maybe get a holiday out of it. Like, for example, if I'm invited to a holiday wedding, but Nicoletta's not invited, obviously Nicoletta knows. Oh, don't worry, we'll spend a week together in this place, and then for the night where I'm at the wedding, you just go do what you want, go back to the hotel room, do
Exactly.
whatever. Like, it's not that deep.
It's never that serious.
It's really not that deep, you know, because like the whole point of a destination wedding is to make a holiday out of it as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if the person you usually make holidays with isn't invited, you can still do it as long as they're not at the event. Hello, like, is anybody at home? Please open your eyes, open your ears. Are you dumb? Use your brain.
What do you think of people showing up unannounced though? Or bringing plus ones?
No, you can't do that. You're insane. like,
On my wedding day.
am I? No. Let's honestly, I'm giving out because you. Not even giving out, I'm kicking you out because it's literally like there is set tables, there's set amount of seating. If my wedding is 120 people, only 120 people are showing up. There are 12 chairs. 12 tables.
Yeah.
Let's say 10 seats at 12 tables. Where is your dummy going to sit? Because I know damn well he's not taking a seat from one of the people I invited. I know damn well he's not taking a seat from someone I invited to my wedding. So what is he going to do? Stand by you? There ain't nobody standing. Get the hell out of my wedding right now.
I just like, this is something I haven't thought about before, but there are a lot of people who are no shows at wedding. Like, people just don't show up. So
Yeah,
I guess,
for that's usually like because something happened, maybe the flight delay or
but no,
sickness.
some people like I didn't know this was a genuine thing. Like, people are like, I invited 120 people and 98 showed up, and I'm like,
yeah, no, but that's
what?
the no showing is fine as long as you can justify it. Because let me tell you right now, if you RSVP'd,
That's what I said.
You RSVP'd. And once again, let me say one more fucking time. You RSVP'd. I paid for you to be here.
And nobody's dead.
And nobody died. You are not sick. It's not like, or work didn't do a quick 180 to be like, hey, actually, you can't take this time off, right? You know, whatever. Then you are dead to me. Because how can I, with the kindness of my heart, put you on my list? Oh, I had to cater down my list because there's so many people I would invite. I had to whittle it down to 120 people. I put you on that list. And it's even less than that because, guys, let's be honest. Family takes up a lot of those things, right?
Yeah.
It whittles down and I'm like, you, my friend, I want you here. You go, yes, I will be there. And then you go to me. You don't even go to me. You don't tell me anything. I just come on the day. And I'm like, where is X and X? You're not there. And I asked you, I even, on the day I would text, be like, yo, are you good? Like, I would be worried because I'd be like, oh, I know damn well they just didn't.
I know damn well you're not ghosting me.
I know you're damn well just not just showing up to my wedding.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, are you okay? Are you in the country? Like, even before then, I'd be texting people like, oh, are you in the country? Are you okay? Do you want to, whatever? And if you tell me, oh, yes, I'm at home. And I'm like, oh, why? Are you sick? Is something okay? Is there something wrong? Oh, no, I'm just not coming. Oh, my shit get one. That, oh my days, you are done. You are
Yeah.
done. You're actually dead to me.
But then, you know, that +1, someone that came with a +1 that could fill in.
No. No, because you are also dead to me because you did that. But they are double dead to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, I'm just imagining now, like someone just not showing up to my wedding because they just chose not to, not because of any, what do they call it? Like unforeseen circumstance that they had that was completely out of their control.
But
And
maybe they couldn't afford it.
no, but then why did you RSVP?
What if they lost a job very close to their wedding?
Once again, that's unforeseen circumstance.
Right.
Like, it's like, oh, actually, you know, man, actually, you can't go. I literally
And that's
don't have
something
the
that they
money.
would tell you.
And that's something they would tell me, being like,
Yes.
yo, freak, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I would know they lost their job, and then they'd be like, yo, I generally don't think I can afford this wedding. It doesn't make sense for me to go. You know, I need the money. And I'm like, yo, absolutely fair. But like, you're chilling at home, playing Fortnite, or reading a book, breathing air
Like, I actually
at home,
just want to go.
like breathing air because you don't want to go.
Still want to go.
Cut your circulation to your neck right now. I don't want you to, because that is the only reason I will not kill you with my own hands after I'm done. Because I spent God knows how much money per head for you to be there
This
to
feels
not
like
show.
such a warning to people. Like, you can literally.
I'm warning all of you. I'm warning all of you right now. I'm warning all of you right now. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Guys, I'm sweating. I'm actually just sweating thinking about it. Oh my God. I'll be so annoyed.
Yeah.
I'll be so annoyed. Nah, crazy.
Fair enough. Anyway. Other than that.
Yeah. Other than that,
That's all we had for you guys
that's all we have for you guys today.
Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, hope we enjoyed. Hope we're going. And don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me. All right.
Till
Anyway,
next time.
peace.